We're going to have a serious discussion right now. Oh, look, a squirrel. Hello, it's March 2, almost said February, March 2022. And I'm just going to briefly talk about something that, well, a lot of people who call themselves truthers already know. A lot of them don't, whatever. And I want to start off by talking about, when you talk about political parties, and everyone's talking about left, right wing, both part of the same bird type of thing. And all these things are to create the illusion that people have choice. And I've said many times, for decades even, no matter who you vote for, the government's always in power. And people fail to see, especially people who are very politically oriented with parties and stuff, regardless of which side gets in, nothing changes. Just the delivery is changed. And we see this also on the world stage. A lot of people know, and if you don't, spoiler alert, that, for example, this what's called professional wrestling is all fake. And they have the good guys and the bad guys, and they play this role of hating each other and beating each other in this ring and everything else. And then when it's all over, they're just all friends behind the curtain. The same thing we see with politics around the world. Now, it's not to say that everyone gets along, everyone likes each other, because just like with the common person, sometimes people just don't like another person for no particular reason, or maybe there is a reason. But a lot of people are getting all sucked up into, the good guys, the bad guys, and that all depends on which side you're on. And when you look throughout history, distant history and modern history, a lot of these perceived leaders that have been taken down one way or another, without mentioning any particular events or names, a lot of them, if not most of them or all of them, were trying to break away from the grip of, I'm just trying to think of a proper descriptive of a single governance, both monetarily, militarily, and so forth. And all of a sudden, they become the villain, completely vilified. This is how you get the people, especially who are politically oriented and party oriented and everything else, aboard to do horrific things. And yes, there are conflicts, just say, for example, between nations. It happens. But then you have, and I've talked about this extensively, busybodies coming in with good intentions or their own agendas, making things a lot worse. Whereas things just need to play itself out. And this ties in with mainstream types as well as alternative types buying into different narratives. Both sides of that fence are sheeple, and there's a sliver between that sees through all that. They don't buy either side. So I just wanted to share that, whatever it's worth. Maybe it's something new, maybe it's something you already know, maybe you needed to hear it again. It all boils down to the world being a stage. And there's a term, military term, called the theater of war. Theater of war. I want you to think about that word theater. A lot of times we think about theater, we have actors, we have a theme, like a story or plot or something, entertaining. Theater of war. And there's a lot of other hidden things behind all the theater of war, with the loss of lives, sacrifices, And a lot of people go fight battles and wars that it's really none of their business. Fighting these things on the other side of the world. And everyone back home is convinced that they're fighting for freedom. Anyway, just little tidbits to think about for whatever it's worth. Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment, and share. Now, what was I talking about? Pineapple on pizza?
Listen to this and write it down if you can't remember it. You're never going to outgrow warfare. You simply must learn to fight. I hear people say to me, oh, when is it going to get easier? When you die.